Hello, my name is Siri Jones, one of the directors of the Access to Innovate Foundation. Our mandate is to reduce the barriers to quality science, technology, engineering, art, and math programs for children, youth, and adults. We were really pleased to get a Living City grant from the City of North Vancouver this year. The grant is to help recycle 3D printing filament. One of the challenges of 3D printing filament is it can go into the waste stream. Most schools and libraries and other organizations currently don't have any way of recycling the leftover filament when they're doing 3D printing. The purpose of this crowdfunding campaign is to help roll out this project of 3D printing filament recycling, specifically the PLA recycling filament. Our plan is to collect the filament from schools and libraries and other organizations across the Lower Mainland and to pulverize it and reconstitute it into a usable filament that can then be used in some of our not-for-profit programs, or it can be sold with proceeds going to the Access to Innovate Foundation to help kids and youth and adults overcome barriers to STEAM education. 3D printing is a really cool process. It's awesome for students to learn about the iterative design, but anywhere from 10% to 80% of the 3D filament ultimately is wasted and needs to be thrown out, typically, going into the landfill. And with hundreds of thousands of 3D printers out there, that really adds up. With this campaign and our recycling project, we can take that waste filament, the PLA filament, and recycle it, turn it into new filament again, and it can be then reused for the design process. Our first perk is simply a shout out. For $5, we appreciate your support, and we will give you a credit and send our thank you on our social media. Our second perk at $25 is an Access to Innovate 3D printing filament recycling t-shirt. It will have a cool design and you won't want to miss this one. Our third perk, for only $150, you can add your school to the 2022-2023 school year, where we will come and pick up your filament and add it into our recycling program. You can reduce the waste that your school is making. And what if your school doesn't have a 3D printer? You can still participate. One of our perks is to get a Prusa 3D printer mini, and with this you also get a face-to-face PD day learning about 3D design and 3D printing. You can also have that done remotely, and included is a maintenance package for that 3D printer for the year, and you also are included in the 3D printing filament recycling program. The next perk is similar, but it's for an MK3 Prusa 3D printer, a larger printer, and it also includes the support package as well as the face-to-face or online PD session. It also includes the 3D printing filament recycling program. This one is $2,500. Our sixth and final perk for this program is to come into your school and do some 3D design and 3D printing workshops. Really engaging the kids, it's a lot of fun. The teachers learn a lot as well. And also we will be talking about the importance of environmental sustainability and our recycling program for 3D printing filament. We have an equipment sponsor perk. The City of North Vancouver has already committed $2,500 through their Living City grant. We have an opportunity for 5 other organizations to contribute $2,500. This will be used for the equipment that will pulverize the PLA filament that gets returned to us, the scraps, and turn it into brand new filament. We're really excited to be part of what we think is one of the first 3D printing filament recycling programs in the Lower Mainland. We hope that we can count on your support, whether you're a school, a library, other community organization. We'd love to reduce the amount of filament that goes into the waste stream. Instead, turn it into filament that can be reused and sold and support all the children, youth, and adults that are part of the Access to Innovate Foundation. We really appreciate your support.